What's happening, everybody? As you can see, it's back in the shop. Sorry I didn't get any video of completing the engine with the turbo and the progressive, but we were under a severe time crunch, probably to like 4 in the morning Saturday. But anyway, we did go. We had a blast. As you can see, it made it there and back. We drove it. We finished working on it and welding on it at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning on yesterday, and drove it first maiden voyage for 2 hours to Hog Waller, where everybody's meeting for the Gambler 500, and it drove fine. The only thing is it's pushing some oil out somewhere, a lot of oil, but it's okay. We can keep buying that. Let me see. I averaged first trip there down 95. We were pushing it a little bit, 65, 70. I averaged about 17 miles to the gallon on the stock, motor. So it's not bad. We were pretty impressed with it, I'll tell you that. We made it to there. We drove this thing and beat it in the Ocala National Forest for about 5 hours. Nothing broke except for this rod right here, which we kind of figured it would. It kind of supports the carburetor. So we had to zip tie. Thank God for these things. The manifold, just because the throttle was getting a little sticky, when you go to press on it, because it changed the angle. But I think everything's wet right now. This is water, not oil, but I think this is, we think this is where the oil is pushing out of underneath this flange, because everything over here was wet, like with oil. But everything else was dry and good. So my thoughts on the turbo stocker with the 2-barrel progressive, Weber progressive carburetor. I will suggest doing it, because I'm going to tell you this thing. Now, let me back up. This has a cast crank in it, a cast flanged crank. It's a Chinese one. Don't go past 10 pounds is what I've been told. This one, I believe, is warped. I put 4 of these pulleys, not the aluminum, but the stock pulleys on there, thinking that the pulleys were bent. And I've gone through about 6 of these belts, because this motor is also the one I had the dual ICTs on last year that was in the red car. And we went to Bug Jam or something, I can't remember, but it kept throwing belts every time. So I put on this one. Actually, I put that one on, and it was warped. The thing, I swear to God, it was warped. So I changed it out and I put this one on, and it did the same thing. So the snout of that crank is warped, I'm convinced. Anyway, back to the background of it. So I'm not sure what pistons are in there. I want to say they're German stockers, but I can't remember. But I put this wastegate spring in here. Now this is a Chinese wastegate. They work fine. This one works. This one blows off at 15 pounds dead even on a gauge every time. And I have both springs in there. You can see these on Amazon all day long. They're about 50 bucks. So I took a spring out and I put the shorter spring in it, and the thing will still go to 20 pounds. Yes, I said 20 pounds. Several times we put this thing over 10 pounds, over 13 pounds. And last night, trying to get on I-95, somebody was not letting me merge over, so I nailed it, and it went to 20 pounds. Now, briefly, I didn't stay in it, but it briefly went to 20 pounds. And it still lives. It doesn't knock. It doesn't do, it fires right up. I'm not suggesting that in any bit, because that will grenade the motor. We think we have a broken ring, because it is pushing a lot of crankcase pressure out just under normal driving, not horsing around. We expected some crank pressure to bleed out somewhere, you know, 10 pounds and up, but right now it's fine. That's not part of the problem. We think there's an internal problem, that we think we broke a ring, or we've cracked a ring, or something's going on, because it's pushing oil out through the drain tube. And either this is not sealing right, or it's just too much, and that's the first place it's going out. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna do some more work on this. I have a German crank, which is what I said I wanted to do to begin in the beginning. And we're going to see what a stock German motor with just a 100 cam will do. German pistons and German crank, that is. So we made it there and back. It was fun. Met up with a couple guys. I'm not good on names, so if you're listening and I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry, but all I remember is a guy named Ernie. He had a stock Super Beetle with big tires on it and a stock motor, and he was going through trails and sand and sugar sand like it was nothing. We were impressed with his car. I'm gonna post some video of that car running, and try to get some pictures out too of the people we met up with. Met up with another guy. He immediately recognized me at the camp where we met for the Gambler. He came up to me and said, "Hey, you're the guy with the Baja bug at Bug Jam, right?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I got video of you." So I can't remember your name. I'm very sorry. Apologies. But man, you're a cool dude. I love your Baja. This guy had a street Baja, and he was out there just going through the trails too. And it was fun, and none of us got stuck. None of us broke, and we had a blast. This is fun. And stay tuned, because we're going to start, I think, going out to the trails more in Ocala. Because I know Ben's building a Baja. Matt's got something on the way. I'm not sure what he's doing. Who knows? That guy, he changes his mind every week, just like I do. So, the car works. Oh, let me go over what I did to the car before I'm rambling on here about 7 minutes. Let's see. So we got the motor. I got the motor in. We got it all working. You know, looks. Let me back up a little bit. Looks kind of cool, huh? Always like the look factor. Let me go this way, because I got something in the shop I don't want you guys to see just yet. It's going to be a separate video. Remember I told you it was something special? I got a light bar. That thing puts out some light. Man, I'm telling you, that is awesome. What else did I do? Hold it. There we go. Let's see here. See if you can see this on video. Open. Okay, that's hot. There we go. I put the cigarette lighter in. It's for the light bar. Put my boost gauge in. See, it only reads 20 pounds, but we pegged it to there. It was fun. Anyway, I didn't do too much to it. Mainly just trying to get this motor running. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys commenting. I like comments. I like to interact with y'all. I'll answer any question I can. You know, even just saying hi, that's cool too, because keeps me motivated and gets my mind off of work and crap like that owns me, I guess. Next project is next trip is going to be South Carolina, Volkswagen Drag Night. We always go up there. We make the trip in 24 hours there and back. This car will not be going. I'll be taking this one. I got a few things to do on her. I'm going to try a single blow-through carburetor, Weber, one of those Webers. I got an oil leak to fix, and we're going to see if it's just as fast or faster than the 1390 that I ran at the track where I beat that Camaro, that brand new Camaro. He knows who he is. I'm just jabbing at him. It's a good car. That car, in theory, is faster than this thing, but it doesn't matter. Once it's on video, and I beat you. Anyway, so y'all stay tuned. I'm kind of long-winded here. I'm tired. And like, comment, and subscribe.